Game Changers, we're back. We're back with NFL predictions. We're in the NFL playoffs 2023. We're getting into the conference championship round. We got the Eagles going against the 49ers in the NFC. And in the AFC, we got the Bengals going against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm excited about this weekend. It's going to be incredible. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the first game. It's not good. Not good. So I'm going to have these two update me. Matt is back. And we're back in his house. Check out the helmets behind us. It's incredible. We got the 4 teams that are in it in the background. Take a peek. I'm going to quiz Matt real quick. These are signed helmets. Who signed on each of these helmets?
So we'll go left to right. We'll start off Bengals over here. This is Jamar Chase. This is a flash concept, not their normal colors, but just kind of an alternate concept.
Love it.
Chiefs, this is also an alternate concept, another flash. He's not with them anymore, but it's signed by Tyreek Hill.
Let's go.
Eagles, Weapon X, Ryan Dawkins, not active, but Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And then the Niners, it was supposed to be their Trey Lance.
Could be backup quarterback next year.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Matt, we thank you for you letting us use your house. And guys, we can't see it. It might be out of screen, but he's got helmets all over the place. It's incredible stuff. But guys, before we move on, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, continue to follow the page, continue to follow Journey. We give God the glory in every video that we do. All right, we're going to get into predictions. So the first game up this weekend is going to be Eagles versus the 49ers. For me, I think this is the easier pick out of the two. For me, I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles are legit, just like the 49ers, but I think they're a better version. I think Jalen Hurts is better than Brock Purdy, even though Brock Purdy is doing some amazing things for the 49ers. But I think each game he has shown he's taken a step backward instead of a step forward. So I got Jalen Hurts leading the Eagles. Again, both teams are just so solid from start to finish, defense and offense as well. So for me, I'm going to say it's going to be a lower scoring game than the other game. But then I got the Eagles coming out on top. So, Nick, who do you got?
So for this one, actually, I think it's going to be the harder game to predict out of the two. Yeah. But for this one, I have to go with the team that I predicted in the beginning to go to the Super Bowl. I'm sticking with it.
And he did it last year. You got to check out the videos last year. He did it last
year.
So
I'm on a roll. So if we do this again, then guys, pay attention to my Super Bowl picks. Then win you some money. So, for this one, got to go with the Niners because, I mean, just look at what they're doing. They're like a well-oiled machine right now. It's like Brock Purdy, even though he wasn't at his best against the Cowboys, he's still doing enough to win, and that's really all you need. You don't have to have a standout performance. You just have to do enough to put yourself over the top. Yeah. That's pretty much every game that you play. And I think, it's going to be a low-scoring game because both defenses are top-notch. Yeah. I definitely think it's going to reflect on what the game was last week with the Niners and the Cowboys. You could have like a 19-12 game again or something. And then Jalen Hurts, it's going to be interesting for him because I don't know if he played like a top defense this year. So we're going to see if they're going to keep his running in check or like the run game in check or basically the passing in check. So I think it's going to be a challenge for Jalen Hurts and also for Brock Purdy. I don't think except for last week when he played the Cowboys, but he still got over the top. Yeah. So either way, I think it's going to be a great game, probably the best game out of the two, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be probably a 3-point game, low-scoring game. And at the end, I'm going to say Niners are going to the Super Bowl, like I said from the beginning.
He's just salty that the Eagles stomped on his Giants last week. So, Matt, who do you got?
I think I agree with a lot of the points that Nick just made. I would say this is going to be the harder one to predict between the two. In one sentence, I would say the Niners haven't lost since October, and I don't think it's ending. So. So I'm picking the Niners in this one. I think defensively they're the better team. Purdy's both teams honestly they've been magic all year. Yeah. Purdy's been amazing, especially just being Mr. Relevant, stepping into this role that he had. There's no way he could have possibly known he'd be starting. Yeah. He's one game from the Super Bowl. They've just been magical this year. The Eagles have been amazing as well, though. They've shocked a lot of people. AJ Brown has been AJ Brown and Hassan Reddick, both of those two have been probably the top 2 pickups in the offseason. Yeah. Both offense and defensive side of the ball. But I don't know, there's just something about the Niners. It just seems like every year for the past 5 years they've been one play, one game away from the Super Bowl, and they've been in the Super Bowl last pretty consistently also. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just on the train with them. They have Deebo Samuel back. He's kind of going again. Kittle's going to be a matchup nightmare. And there's again their defense. I think, probably like a 2017 sort of game, but I'll go Niners here.
I agree. I think it's going to be, it's not really a high-scoring game, but it's not a super low-scoring game either. I agree. I think it's going to be kind of right in that middle because both teams have great offenses too. So there's going to be scores, but I don't think it's going to be anything like the next game that we're about to get into. So, but I think, listen, first off, I'm glad to be by myself on this one because it's just going to separate us from the pack. If you guys didn't know, check out the other videos because we are completely locked in with our predictions. We're all tied. I think we're all 6-3.
We're all 6-3. Yep.
We're all 6-3. So we're not doing
actually
bad.
6-4, I believe.
Might be
because we got 2 losses in a row. He got 3.
6-4. Yep, 6-4. So you got to check the old videos to see if that's correct or not. So anyway, so now we're going to get into the next game. It is going to be the Bengals are going to be going to Kansas City. This one all week I wanted to watch out for because it obviously depends on Patrick Mahomes' health. He practiced full all week, which is incredible, especially having a high ankle sprain. And it's just wild. For those of you that have had high ankle sprains, that can linger for like 6 months, which is crazy. So, but with that being said, for me, I got to go with the Chiefs. In the beginning of the year, if you watch our predictions of divisional rounds or the divisions and where we think people are going to end up, I picked the Chiefs winning the AFC West, and they did it. So I'm going to continue to rock with Patty Mahomes, and he's just a game changer. Not saying that Joe Burrow isn't. I just think Patty Mahomes is a little bit better. I know Patty Mahomes has not beaten him yet, but at some time that needs to happen. So I got the Chiefs taking a very high-scoring game, and I think it's going to be very close as well. So, Nick, who do you got?
Man, you just don't like picking the Bengals over the Chiefs.
I can't stand the
Bengals. It's like, man, it's like ever since they were my Super Bowl pick last year, they've just been on a roll and stuff. So I don't know. It's just the vibe.
Except for in the Super Bowl. So
in the Super Bowl,
figured that out.
They did, but for this one, I don't think even like because with a high ankle sprain, I don't think Mahomes is going to be 100%.
No, exactly.
Even if he wins when he goes to the Super Bowl, he's not going to be 100% because of that high ankle sprain. But even regardless, I got to go with the Bengals because they are the hot hand right now. Just like the Niners haven't lost in a while, the Bengals, they haven't lost in a while. Yeah. I think they're on like a 10-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like they're just vibing right now, moving along. And plus, Joe Burrow. I don't like they're calling it Burrowhead Stadium now. Like think about that. It's like they own Kansas City now. And then here's an interesting stat for you both. Is that ever since Mahomes and Burrow have been in the league, aside from their rookie years, they have both made it to the AFC Championship every season, aside from their rookie years. That's an incredible stat.
Yeah,
so it's like you're looking at great QB rivalries here, and it's going to be going for a long time with their age. Yeah. And then you throw in the mix of like Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and all these young guys. And then depending upon where Lamar goes and stuff like that, you have like fantastic young quarterbacks that are going to be rivals for the longest time. The issue, though, for this one is Joe Burrow's been owning Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. So unless something else happens or changes, and even then, I'm still not confident with the Chiefs going over the Bengals because I don't know how Mahomes is going to do with that high ankle sprain. I definitely think the Bengals are going to take note of that and be like, hey, listen, like we can just maybe spy Mahomes and see what he does and then just go from there. And we're just going to let Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon do their thing like they've been doing for pretty much the 10 straight games. Yeah. So for this one, this is actually the more easier game for me to pick than the last one. I'm going with the Bengals. So for me, the Super Bowl this year is going to be Bengals and Niners.
Yeah. Wow, Bengals. Yeah, exactly. Yep. They might be right. So we'll see. But before we get to Matt, I want to talk about something real quick. I debated this on my Facebook as well. You brought up a lot of good quarterbacks, but in my opinion, there's 3 quarterbacks in the AFC that are just top tier. You got Patty Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. I think those 3, just what they've done in their career so far. You talk about Justin Herbert's and Lamar Jackson. They just haven't gotten to that next level yet. Those 3 have. And all 3 are super young. They're going to be battling for years to come. NFL and the AFC is going to be fun to watch. So, Matt, who do you got?
I can't put Burrow on that level yet because he has no MVP.
My man, I love it.
Lamar does. But I don't think the Bengals should even be here, to be honest. I think, I think it got bailed out. They definitely would have lost against Baltimore a couple weeks back if the starting QB was there.
Yeah, 100%.
Either way, I think Burrow's great. I'm just not quite a believer in him quite yet. I think his defense has been bailing him out on a lot of these bigger games. Some sort of big play always seems to happen and kind of swings the tides. I know Mahomes he's not going to be 100%. There's like no way dancing around that. If he is, like, who knows? There you go. Then you're set. But it's just, it's hard to pick against the Chiefs. I know Joe Burrow's 3-0 against Mahomes so far in the NFL, but I don't know. I just don't see the Bengals winning here. I don't think they deserve to win this. They deserve to be in the Super Bowl.
Listen, the hate is fuming right now.
But I'm a believer in Mahomes. He's never not been in the AFC Championship. His rookie year, he didn't play. Like 2017, he was a backup. His first year, he throws 50 TDs.
Crazy.
Gets to the AFC Championship, loses to Brady because of the offsides call on D Ford.
Yep.
But he's been in the AFC Championship every single year. I think he's going back to the Super Bowl, and I see a rematch of, was it 3 years ago? I think Bengals,
3 years ago. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Niners Chiefs.
Wow.
It was an awesome game, but yeah, I see the Chiefs taking this one.
Yeah. Hating on my Eagles, man. Crazy.
Hey, listen, we're all separate. We all have different Super Bowl picks, so that's amazing.
I love it. So before we hang up, real quick, I want to talk about Patty Mahomes, and if he wins another Super Bowl. First of all, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I'm a huge Patty Mahomes guy. If he wins another one with a high ankle sprain, not the greatest of all time. There's a lot of resume that he needs to cover before, and a lot of accolades. But you need to start putting him in the conversation, in my opinion, of one of the greatest, because to win 2 and to beat a 3 before, what is he? I don't even think he's 28 yet. So yeah, just unreal. And I mean, you can see it. Those of you that are athletes that are watching, you know players that have that it factor, and he's obviously got it. So if he wins another one and he wins 2 of 3 so far before he hits 28, I think you put him up in that conversation. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, something to keep in mind too is when Brady won his first 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots, it was Rams, Panthers, and then Eagles, and then it's been a decade since Brady won his next Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's very likely that Mahomes, with the way the structure is with the QBs now, it might be a little tougher. So for him to go through that gauntlet of QBs would be amazing. Yeah. And it's like right now Brady has 7, and then if Mahomes wins this one, he'll have 2. So that means he'll have 5 more to go. Yeah. But the thing is like Brady went for a decade without winning another Super Bowl until he won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, and then the Falcons, and then the Rams, and then with the Bucks against the Chiefs. Yeah. So it's very likely that Mahomes could catch up, but it's also likely with the way the AFC QBs are that you just mentioned, like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, they could be on that tier as well. It could be like Brady and Peyton Manning, and then other great QBs who could not win because of those 2 guys. Yeah. But it's just going to be like a deadlock battle between these guys for a long time now.
Yeah, 100%. So, anything to that?
Mahomes just makes throws that you've only seen from like Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, it's just something like there's really only 2 QBs in history that can even even imagine making some of the plays that those 2 can make. Yeah, and they're just on a different level. Mahomes is gonna he should have his second MVP this year. Yeah, as long as they don't mess that up. Yeah. But
listen, check that video out too. We're gonna have a award video as well, so make sure you check that out. So.
But he's doing things that no one's ever done before. He's gonna be breaking records for a while. You know, one day he's gonna be the all-time leader in probably everything with the Chiefs. Yeah. You know, he's amazing. So there's a reason they pay him that much, and yeah.
Smart deal too, because the quarterback. What's the word I'm looking for?
Market.
Yeah, the quarterback market is just continuing to go up. So to be able to lock him in for that long, for that amount, just a smart deal. So I'm gonna take a hot take too. I know we're going overtime right now in this video, but hot take too. If Patty Mahomes wins another one, give me him over Rodgers. That's my hot take.
Well, I mean, definitely, because he has more Super Bowls than Rodgers.
Well, but it's not just Super Bowls, though. I did want to talk about that, too. Even if Mahomes doesn't reach what Tom Brady has in Super Bowls, but he shatters his records, and he wins 5 or 6, give me Mahomes as the greatest quarterback of all time by the end of his career. So, but that's a long way to go. We got many more videos in between before we get to that point. So, but just great talking points. We love sports. So, guys, again, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, continue to follow the page. We give God the glory in every video that we do. Can't thank you guys enough for jumping in. And listen, we'll be back for Super Bowl predictions, and we'll be back for end of the season accolades. So, God bless. Catch you on the next video. Game Changers, we're back. Another, I said another reaction. All right, here we go. Take 2.